Hey everybody, this is Jazzy from School 101, and today I'm doing a tutorial on how to make your very own Breyer barn slash stable. This is traditional sized, and this is like a step-by-step thing. I'm going to give you guys some measurements and show you a few steps, and some of the steps I already did and some of the stuff that you don't really need to see because it's common sense. This video is going to be a couple different steps, so like different videos, different parts of the stuff that you need. So I had that in a list in the beginning. You can build the same barn I am or just base your barn off of mine. So yeah, but I already have my plans. So this is my plan. It's a 4-stall barn. This is like the overview of it. I'm just going to show you how to do like half of it because you just repeat the half for the next side. So is the outside of the barn. This is the front and back, and then the 2 sides, and then a little window outlined over there. And then this, the inside of the barn, the doors and the windows, and there's going to be hooks on the doors and little name plates, and that's where the cross ties are, and the divider. And this is the overview of like the stall with the hay rack and hooks for water and food buckets, and then the back window, and then the divider right there. So first thing you need is a spare piece of cardboard to cut on, like this one right here. I've already cut on it so you don't mess up your floors. So you put the piece of cardboard that you're gonna cut on top of that. So the first thing you need to do is draw what you need to cut out. I've already cut out this piece and that piece. They're sitting over there. I will give you guys some measurements for those later. I'm doing the outside piece, so we're gonna measure that out. So this is 17 inches by 12 inches. And there's going to be a little piece missing for the door. So we're going to draw this to scale on your cardboard. I'm going to use the crease as one of my lines, so I'm just going to trace out the crease. So make it nice and dark so you can see it. And I cut off off the edge a little bit because it's kind of like rough and stuff, so I'm going to just take my ruler. I'm just going to do a straight line all the way up, and I use these lines on the cardboard to help keep my ruler straight. So mark off 17 on the crease, and then you mark it up 12 from the crease up on the opposite sides. And then you're pretty much just gonna play connect the dots and connect all of your lines to make a little rectangle. So the little top is 1.5 inches down. So you measure out 1.5 inches at 2 different spots. You always want to make 2 marks wherever you're measuring, just so you can make your ruler straight as you possibly can, because if you only have 1 dot, you can be off like at an angle. And then it is 3 inches in. So let's move this line in 3 inches. So then you can just connect everything again. So your entire doorway will be 6 inches. For the barn. Once it's complete, you need your X-Acto knife, and always cut with your ruler because you can get like off of your line if you just cut it by hand. So you put your ruler, you line up with your line, and then just make sure it's straight again, and then you just go lightly at first just to give like a little indent right along your ruler. And you slowly put on pressure until you've cut all the way through. Just make sure you don't put up too much pressure that you cut through cardboard underneath. Make sure your ruler is completely straight before you start cutting, or else you will mess it up and you'll have to redraw it and everything. That's just the pain. So this is the finished piece, what it looks like. Again, it is 17 at the top, 1.5 down, and then 3 inches in, and then all the way down. This whole thing is 12 inches, and then the bottom is 15 inches on the bottom. And you're gonna need to do this piece again, because you're gonna do it on the other side. So I'm gonna do that and do the cut out the same exact thing. Alright, so these are the pieces that I have right now. And this is the piece that we just cut out together. And this is kind of how it all fits together. So let me give you the dimensions for your divider. Your divider is 12 by 12. And the window it's 5.5 inches from the bottom. 5.5 inches to the window. And it's 1 inch from the top. It's 2 inches from either side. 8 by 5.5 is the entire little window there. So that's the piece that we cut out. And then this piece is the front. So it's 1 inch from the side. And it's 1 inch from the top. And the window is 5.5 from the bottom, and the window itself is 4 inches long and then 5.5 tall. And then your doorway is 1 inch apart from your window, and your door is 1/2 inch from the bottom, and the door is 10.5 tall and 5 inches wide. 2 inches between each doorways, and the door and window are the same. It's like a mirror from the other side. So that's the measurements for that. And the whole entire thing is 12 inches tall by 24 inches wide. Long, sorry. And then your little doors are what's cut out from your door, and they're 5.5 inches tall and then 5 inches wide. So just use what you cut out. So yeah, that's your doors that you will need eventually. Okay, so now we're gonna make the back, which is the final thing that we need to make, which, except for the bottom of your stall, which is a different material, and I will show that to you then. It's gonna be a foam board is what the bottom of your barn's gonna be. So see, and the windows are 5.5 up, and they're 3 inches in, and then they're 1 inch from top. I cut out the 12 and the 24, so it's like the size of the rectangle. And now you have to be careful with the windows, because you don't want to cut onto your piece that you need. So there is no room for error. And it's 7 inches between each window. I forgot to mention that. So just so you know. And then cutting out your windows, you're gonna do pretty much the same thing that you did before. You're gonna put your roller down, make sure it's straight, and then you're just gonna lightly go over a line with your X-Acto knife and slowly increase pressure. So this is like what it looks like when you're done, if you cut out all your pieces except for your bottom. So this is pretty much it for part 1. Be on the lookout for part 2. So yeah, part 2 is we're going to paint them and layer the cardboard with popsicle sticks, like my hardwood floor in my tack room is gonna look kind of like that. So it looks like real wood instead of just brown. So yeah, and then you're gonna get your black piece of foam board, and you're gonna cut it out to fit the bottom of your barn, but I kind of need to put the barn together first to do that. So you need to wait to cut out your foam board until you've assembled all your other pieces, so that way there's no, like, it's not too big or too small, it's just like just the right size. So yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching part 1, and bye.